When I was 16, my dad married a woman who was later diagnosed with bipolar disorder. She was fun and interesting and nice on the surface, then would do little digs that broke my heart. Cruel things meant only to hurt. I left the house and moved back to the city where my mom and sister lived in the house we inherited from my grandmother. I enrolled to finish high school, and the district sent me to a school far from my house that was inconvenient to get to, but still had the school newspaper and science classes I liked. At the paper, I interviewed the vice principal for a puff piece about her CB radio. She asked me where I planned to go to college, and I told her that because of my dislocating kneecaps, I could not work. I needed crutches a lot of the time. My family would not pay for college. She said there were scholarships and asked me about my interests. When I mentioned science, she suggested Michigan Tech, which was always happy to enroll more girls. The next year, I applied and was accepted, and then won a merit scholarship that paid my way. The second week of school, I met an engineering student and we hit it off, and got married before the next school year started. 13 years later, we got divorced in a state that had generous alimony laws, so I left with enough to live on, while I finished my degree and got a master's degree in a field that might work for my failing joints. Every job I had worked caused a different joint to break down, and I had to quit or was fired. I was able to buy a house once I got my first job with the savings from my divorce. Then I met my current husband, the finest man I ever have known. I was able to work 19 years before my body just broke down and I had to go on Social Security disability benefits, which I was only able to earn because of those college degrees. Now, my husband is retired. I am on the verge of needing more care than he can give, but we have IRAs that can cover the help I may need, without the evil stepmother and a caring vice principal.